Alright, okay, so what's up, guys? My name's J1 here, and today I'll be showing you how to fold an Origami Foxy. And of course, I'm doing this for one for security breach, which is hopefully will come out later this year. I'm excited for, but also I'm doing Foxy specifically because he's a pretty favoritive character in the fan base of FNAF characters, Five Nights at Freddy's, I should say. But so I'll be showing you how to fold this. Yeah, Foxy here now. He will be complex to fold. He'll be way more complex to fold than my Origami Kirby from before. I mean, gosh, I've been very slow with getting videos going, but now I'll get into it. So, and yeah, and of course, if you like this, oh yeah, you can't even see it yet, but okay, so let me show you how to fold Foxy now. So enough dilly dallies, let's get started to clean this up. But okay, so you're of course gonna start with this square sheet paper, very simple indeed. And so what you're gonna first do is that you just wanna do. Fold this in half like this, and you're just gonna make a mark at the center. You don't want to go all the way because we don't want it to get in the way specifically. And what you're gonna do now is that you're gonna then do another mark, just folding to that center point we just made, like that. So there we go. Gosh, yeah, the room is a little bit cramped here. And then you're gonna do it again to the other mark, the third time. And then you're gonna do this one last time, getting to this right here. So you'll be making multiple marks that basically they have a smaller space over time. So just 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get to your fourth one, that's when you're gonna do it the opposite way. You're gonna take this edge and fold it to that mark that we just made there. So go ahead and do that and fold it all the way. So edge to edge. So like this. Yeah. Oh yeah. And this is also my very own model too. I didn't even mention it with the Kirby model before too, where the Kirby design I folded was actually my very own design. Same thing with the Foxy design, along with maybe a few others I'll show off eventually. But okay, so you got your reference point, but keep the paper folded here like that. So just keep the paper folded like this. You're gonna turn them all over right here. Let me try making this not too confusing, but basically you're gonna choose the side where you can see the diagonal corner, like right here. You can see the diagonal corner. Just right there. You can't see it on this side. You don't see that crease, but you see this crease. And specifically, you're going to turn the paper over, and you're going to fold this edge along this edge with touching this point. So, hopefully it made sense. I mean, I want this to make sense specifically, but there we go. So, just like this, all the way once again. And once you get that, you're then just gonna open up the model, and yeah, so this will be I'm trying to remember, do you call it asymmetrical or symmetrical? I can't remember, but basically this is basically gonna be our center point, or I think it will be, but I don't know. But okay, so once you get that point in, and you can also rearrange the creases too, so they're I don't know, change the creases from mount folds to valley folds just to make it a little bit better if you want, but you don't have to do that because the crease is there anyways. But right here now, you're just going to be folding a point, you're going to fold along this from this point right here. So do that. Yeah, you might not see me fold, but well, that's because I need to be able to see myself folded so I can get it right, but I'll of course show it. So like this right here. So just get that, and then what you're gonna do next gosh, I'm trying to remember this. Oh yeah, so what you do next is then you're gonna basically you're gonna like fold along here, folding from this point. So it'll make more sense once I fold it, but so we'll do something like this. Kind of see myself do it. It'll probably be easier when the model gets smaller, so but so just like that right there. It doesn't go all the way. I mean, I kind of did on this point, which I should have done, but that's all right. I mean, usually it doesn't show up in the final model anyway, so it's totally up to you, but rather I just avoid it. So there you go. Okay, so now we're gonna fold a point from here to here very quick. So yeah, so just from this point again on, and yeah, be sure it's like this edge lying along with this edge all the way till it hits to this point right here. I think you could go all the way if you want to, but I don't know. But we'll do something like this then. So yeah, you fold from this point, you keep it evenly with the crease line right here. So yeah, and once again, this will be a pretty complex model, so be aware that this won't be as beginner friendly, but hopefully you can do this. But so there's, yeah, so this is what I was talking about here. So now let's add another diagonal crease. So like, yeah, like this edge, hold on, this diagonal here. So something like this should be simple to understand what I'm doing here, but just fold it till it hits to that point specifically. So yeah, there you go. And then all right, so then we're gonna basically fold a crease along here using this and this as a reference point. So let me first fold it, and then I can like clearly show you what I mean. I can't even see myself for a bit, so I might be off screen just a little bit. Yeah, I don't have the best setups for these videos, but so something like this here. You should basically create this small square at the center here, or do I call it small? Whatever, just a square right here, and you'll be getting the references right. So next we're gonna go on this side, and right here, what we want to do is so actually keep this folded here, then turn them all over so you can see this side. And what you're going to do is that you're going to fold this edge from this point and just put along this line here. So, like this. I don't know if my head's getting in the way, but probably not. And then, once you get this, you're just going to fold it down like this simply. So valley fold it for that little crease there, and yeah, this is pretty good. So okay, so there we go, and then you're just gonna unfold that part, and there we go. So now we're just gonna like put a line along here, folding from this point here. So again, let me just fold it so you can see, and really I'm just hoping that this video is being really clear on how to fold here. So okay, so yeah, so just like that. So I mean, you can see it, so I'm not gonna go overboard with it, but yeah, so there you go. So then let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, so let's also add a crease along here. I think I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so just along this part here. So yeah, so from this point all the way to the edge there. Yeah, but don't fold on the left side fully. And I like that, so yeah, so hopefully it's, yeah, I'm hoping a lot of this creasing is simple, but I don't want to overrate talking about it a lot. So now we're next gonna fold a a center line in between these two lines. And the easiest way we could do this, I mean, we could probably turn them all over so we're actually using mountable, is we could just do this. We'll have them touch both of the lines, and there's probably other ways you could do it, but this is the easiest way. I'm getting... The battery kind of sucks on my phone right now, but I don't know, it's a little weird. But you'll get that, so you'll get that middle line between these two here. So there you go. And then you're gonna do another center line in between that. So just fold this point from here. And then also bring this point to that center part. And there you go, yeah. So like something like this where this crease results. So yeah. Yeah, perfect. And I think we're at this point ready to collapse the model because wait, except for one more thing I want to do very quick. So right here, we're just gonna first like fold, like take this point, fold this point to this point here, like this. Don't fold it all the way, just up to this line here. So like just to that point right there, and then you're basically going to line along this point here. I mean this line here to this line. So yeah, basically, yeah, we're just doing like 22.5 angles here, if that makes more sense. So something like this here, so. But basically, you're just creating this. So, that is like a 22.5 angle right there, as you would see from a lot of bird bases, of course. Okay, so now I think I'm ready. Everything else should be foldable, but yeah, but be aware there are going to be complex parts, and I will be using box pleating, so hopefully you enjoy that. But so, first we're going to fold these, let's fold these pleats back in here, and then what we're going to do is that we're going to just fold the model down like this, using that one point there. Oh yeah, let me actually get a quick overview of what we're going to be doing here. So this point right here is going to be the arm with the multiple hands. Down here will just basically be like, the legs. This center part is probably going to be the body. This part is longer because it's meant for the hook. So it's just to know. And yeah, so that's basically as simple as that. But okay, so anyways, I hope that didn't mess anything up, but yeah, but fold it back like this, and then once you get that, here, turn them all over, and what you're gonna do is that right here, you're gonna be, and honestly, this will be easier if you just don't have the pleats on for a sec here, but right here, we're gonna do a quick reference point where we're gonna fold this edge along with this edge right here. So get that. So just like this, 22.5 angle, like that. So just so you're creating that. So not as bad as it sounds, but you're probably a pro folder, origami master folding this, so I shouldn't be too over exaggerating. But now you're just going to be, basically this is what you're going to be doing. You're just going to be folding this, like just doing this here. You're collapsing it like this. And then you're going to just, basically do the same thing right here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not the best at describing these stuff yet. Hopefully I'll get better someday. But you'll get something like this here. So there you go. And then we'll just do a quick pencil fold like right here. So hopefully nothing too difficult. So just like that. Okay, and then for this, so this part here, so the smaller lower part, like right here, will be like for the legs and all that. So focus on this side, not this longer spot here. because that'll be for like the head and the arms. But right here, you're basically gonna be, you're just gonna open up a bit, and you're gonna line along this paper edge along with this line right here. So basically, yeah, so, or actually no, I lied. So like this edge right here, like take this corner and put it to this corner like this. And then, yeah, so fold it down like this, and then you're just gonna flatten the model simply by doing this. Okay, so, oh gosh, this isn't too perfect. Let me be sure this is just good enough. So yeah, so you'll be getting something like this, where you're just, yeah, putting it along the edge like that. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm not going too fast. I think I am, so I might slow down a bit. Once you get that, we're now going to go on this side very quick. Well, or not very quick, but we're just going to go on this side. We'll just collapse this in like this. Good old stuff. Okay. And then I think this is where, yeah, it might get a little bit more weird, I will say, but right here. So, oh yeah, yeah, turn the paper over so that way you are getting the part where you're gonna have the hook right here. So, or at least Foxy's left or right arm, depending on where you might fold it. But you're gonna like fold the model. You're basically, what you want to do is that you're just gonna fold this part all the way up, and just, yeah, just like that, where basically this point is going to be your stopping point of folding. And once you get to this point here, you're then just going to, like, oh gosh, yeah, this could be a little bit hard to talk about, but you're just going to fold this down, just like right there. And then you're going to, from this crease here, you're just going to use this crease, fold it back up like this. This is not too perfect, but, or at least it might be. And then, once you get weird stuff like this, you're then gonna just, yeah, use these parts of the square crease we have here. So yeah, like I said, I told you this would be complex, but we'll get this here, pinch the sides, and be sure that's over here, that you're basically creating this diamond shape with this paper here. So here, like, let me first collapse this, and then I'll probably just show off like what it looks like from the crease pattern. So, okay, so just collapse it, and we're basically making it so, basically using a Gustus molecule. I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but it's like something I knew from Origami Design Secrets by Robert J. Lang. Such a great guy. Honestly got me into doing this. So just collapse it something like this. And again, I think that was just awful explaining. I mean, I could probably reboot this someday, but something like this, and just to kind of show like what I was doing here. So like if we unfold the crease pattern now, this is basically what's going on. So we're creating this diamond shape thingy right here at the middle of the paper, and this is supposed to, yeah, make it so that way we're making this like the same flap as the arm on this side. As you can kind of see with like some of the, like this line is lying along with this here. So basically you're just trying to do that. So hopefully it does make sense. So okay, so so there might be one part where I might need to unfold the entire crease pattern for one part, but let me quickly collapse this back in, because I just really want to show off that part, because I feel like crease patterns might be useful for some people. And hopefully my phone doesn't die during this. I could definitely get a better camera someday. So yes, I'm just quickly collapsing this just so we could get back to where we were. And excuse me. Okay, so yeah, so you got that. So next, so looking at this, I'm trying to remember how the unit connections are. Yeah, okay, so oh yeah, I remember. So let me actually collapse unccollapse the crease pattern, because there is a more complex way I would do this, but I'm going to do this a little bit more simple just to make sense here. But we're actually going to basically create like a connecting graph like along this. No, wait, no, we're not doing that. We're just, yeah. So what we want to do is that basically we're going to create a crease pattern to narrow the arm more. So what we're going to do is that we're basically, so let me just first do this. So you're like first creating this crease right there, and then you're going to connect it downwards, just lying along that edge of that square we have. But just like, yeah, like this till it hits that point. When it hits to that point, we're going to fold along that point. So get this. So something like that. Yeah. And then we extend the crease down from this point down to the edge. So, and using the edges to like, yeah, like line, be sure it's lined along like that. And yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we'll turn the paper over. Then we'll do a second set where it's just more narrow. So, and I could have done this earlier, but I don't know. Usually I have I don't plan out too well, but here. So I'll basically show the idea of what I'm doing here. And again, if you like the Origami Foxy, or you like these, then yeah, just like the video. Sometimes I don't know why we have a dislike button. I mean, I don't know. It's just cruel or crucial, I guess. And then yeah, so basically this is what you're seeing here. So we've done it on this edge here. I don't know if the creases are clear at all. I don't know, but you'll get that. And then we'll just, yeah, we'll do one more layer here. So I'm like using these lines here to line along with like basically like causing the narrowing stuff to happen with the creasing on the paper. I might be explaining this terribly once again. Yeah, hopefully somebody could do a better job of this than me. But yeah, so something like this. So yeah, that should be good. So now I'm gonna quickly collapse it back to where we were. So watch. Let me quickly speed fold this off screen. Even though basically you would want to take more time, but I could just, yeah, quickly do it. But yeah, there we go, just like magic. Okay, so yeah, so then this is where we're gonna use the lines to get into collapsing. To do this the easiest way, we're just gonna like, yeah, basically do that. You do want to create like this right here. like just right along there and collapse it like that. And then we're just gonna like fold this up. We'll pinch this in here so we can wrap it around that part, and use the creases you just made. It looks like I did pretty well with it, so that should be good. So we'll get that. Just having problems right now with the phone. And then I kind of forgot to do reference point at this part here, but like you just want to like make this part line along here. And seriously, just show me images of like the models you've done, especially for someone who's really good at origami, because it'd be just super cool to see someone have a rendition of this. I really can't really see like the images or comments you might posted, but or I don't know, I just don't know yet, but or even just submit them on Google Images would be like super cool. Like just seriously, I just want to see like how like someone who would take more of their time of this would like really do. But so you'll get that, and then we're gonna sink it in more. So we'll use the other lines we've done. So we'll get this here, and the reason I fold off screen is just so I can like, yeah, just see myself. Like, or no, not see myself, just so I can like look at the paper better, because I do want to try like see most of the folding action going on off screen, but at the same time I want to be sure I have the control of what I'm doing here. So yeah, so you're just doing that little narrow there. Again, not beginner friendly at all, so just, there we go. Nice. So we've got that part narrowed. I'll probably do a part 2 of the video, honestly, because I just want to save battery life on my phone. But okay, so there we go. So yeah, so we got narrowed there. So now, okay, I'm trying to remember this next part. Oh yeah, so this is so just there's gonna be a bunch of weird stuff with this model that might appear random, but we'll get this here. We'll worry about this part later. But on this side here, what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna basically use here. Let me unfold this for a bit. Like use this crease like we've created before. So you're just gonna like use it and just collapse it like this time. This will make the arm smaller, but I will fix that. Okay, so we'll get like this here. This one, let me. Yeah, so something like this now, and then we're just gonna also fold this part upwards, and yay! So this will create that graph thing we need for the hands, and let's do that right now. So with the hands, so Foxy has like basically 3 fingers and a thumb, because he's a bit more of a cartoon character. So we'll do that. I mean, he's a video game character, but based on the idea of just like cartoons. So we're gonna like fold this upwards along like this part right here. I think, I don't know, this doesn't look too perfect, but you basically want to just do it in thirds like that, and then we collapse it, or at least no, we don't collapse it. We do separate. We do multiple open sinks along it. So just like this. Again, it doesn't have to be too perfect, because you just end up getting a more organic design of a model. And you'll have that arm right here. So there you go. So now how are we gonna make the arm back to being a longer length? Because this is tiny compared to this arm. I mean, this is really weird. So we're gonna fix that. So to do that, we're first gonna have to. So this is gonna also be some weird, complicated stuff. When I get to the base, I'll probably do like a part 2, just to save battery life. But right here, it's just basically what we want to sink this part in. But we're gonna do we're gonna fold along the sink of like this edge with the arm, like this here. So just get that point in there, and then we're just gonna just open sink it. So you'll need to open up some parts of the paper. It's like this. Okay, and that should be good. So okay, so there's that. So now this is where we're going to be getting into more box pleating. So right here, so you're going to have this part folded in, of course. And what you're going to do is that you're actually going to like basically you're going to open like this. You're going to like extend this crease to from this point to this point. So like this. It's like back here. Oh gosh, come on. Like sink it like that, and this will extend the arm. And you're also going to extend this triangle a little bit higher. Not going to do anything wrong or at least interfere with the head. So get something like that. And yeah, so that increases makes the arm longer, but we can still make it longer because this is still looking really weird. So we're gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be a little bit bigger this time. So first do this. Okay, and then you're gonna also open that part up, and you're basically gonna do the same thing, but yeah, so I need to kind of, oh yeah, and at this part here, you will also need to, like right here, you're also gonna need to do do this here. So from like this side, not this side, but yeah, this side, like this point right here, because of how we're doing this. So get a bunch of this in, and then this side should be a little bit more simple. At least it sounds like that to me. So we'll just extend this all the way back here. And yay, so we fixed the arms. Now it's basically back to where it needs to be. It's, as you can tell, yeah, like it's slightly shorter than the other flap, which is good because we want to get the hook. So yeah, there we go. So that was a pretty difficult part, but basically if we unfold the crease pattern, like this is basically what was going on, and it says really weird stuff. Like it just get a bunch of this, but that's just average box pleating with combining the 22.5 angles that you would see from Satoshi Kamiya, which is basically my folding style, along with Shuki Kato. They're both awesome designers I love. So yeah, so we can fix the arm, so that's good. I mean, yeah, this is really solid for these at this point. So let's turn to the other side back here very quick, which we're going to fix this long flap here because we want this edge to line along with this edge. And to do that, we're going to have to, what we're going to do is that we're actually going to like not have this point here, but we're actually going to like extend this part right here. And you could have also collapsed it, or at least creased it. Like you can also unfold the paper to, if you want to get more perfect pleats, but this is what you're going to get here. So you're just going to fold and unfold it somewhat like this. So, and then we're basically going to create a point right here now. So we're going to do like a little bit more box pleating here. So get this here. Be sure this point right here is lying along with this crease here. And do it like that. Yeah, so yeah, this video is definitely meant more for like, yeah, those who are like really good at origami like me. But you'll basically have this flap here now, and that gets rid of that nasty part that I just didn't like, and makes it a lot neater now. And this point will also be used in like, yeah, like for stuff for Foxy's head too, so we turn that to a useful thing. Okay, and then we're also gonna, yeah, narrow this, and then we're also gonna open sync the sides here. So, so like this point right here will narrow, or actually no, let's first narrow this part here. So to do that, we'll just fold this across like until it hits to this point right here, not the edges here, but here, let me get closer view here, but this edge right here, not these, but this right here. So just fold it just on that right there, and then you'll just fold this backwards along the center towards you, so just like that. And then you're gonna open sync that part. Yeah, and you'll probably need to review the video probably to make sense, like, oh, I see what you're doing. That's kind of what I expect, but okay, so you'll get that, and now and then this will make being able to figure out how to sync this part out of the way better. So like, we'll just fold this along here, just so it's like kind of like hiding away back there, so we can get this line along this side here. And we can also, yeah, then we can also like, yeah, do like another tiny open sync with this part right here. Yeah, sometimes I just drift them all away off the camera or my iPhone. Gosh, yeah, this is kind of like, I'll just call this like a low budget video, I would say, but definitely a high budget model, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, so we'll just go ahead and sync this arm in. And yeah, so now the arm is narrowed to a pretty good point. I mean, we're going to have to narrow it a bunch more for Foxy since he has skinny arms and legs compared to the other FNAF characters like Freddy, Chica, and all that. And then we're also going to get rid of this clunk here that's sticking out. So basically just fold along it so that way it's like kind of like non-existent, but just perfectly against the arm there. And yeah, you can also do tiny open syncs too, like right here if you want, but totally up to you. So then we'll just open sync it along this here. This is kind of weird, but yeah, be sure it's good and synced. Actually, yeah, let me actually just have this diamond thing like synced out all the way like this. But it's totally up to you of how you want to fold it. And yeah, so now the body and all that's more narrow, so this looks way neater now. So yeah, this is basically, I mean, I think this is what I would call the base for Foxy. So yep, okay, so actually hold on, let me fix this part here. This is not that linear. Okay, so there we go. There we go. That looks way smoother. I mean, yeah, more lined up. So yeah, and this is basically the base I use for my FNAF characters, because it has like everything I need for them, along with this like extra long flap compared to this other arm here, which has enough for the fingers. So okay, so I think at this point I'm gonna like separate this into a 2-part video, maybe 3-part, just so I can save battery life on my phone. But yeah, so I will see you in part 2. I'll let this phone charge up a bit, so I can hopefully finish this today or tonight. And yeah, so I will see you next time, and I mean, see you in part 2. I mean, yeah, I mean, you get the idea. Subscribe and like if you really want to, like what this says right here. And I will see you in part 2. So later.